Hi, Facebook fans, YouTube fans, DX Engineering. It is Tuesday afternoon. That means we're going to go right into having fun with a new DX Engineering carried product. And this is by the guys that have made great stations a thing. And these guys are working like 22 hours a day. I don't know how they do it. Hardest working guys. It's Bobby Higgins and Ray Higgins of RHR fame, of tower fame, of antenna fame, but most recently, the DX launcher. So, Ray, why don't you introduce this and let Bobby do his spiel?
Okay, very good, Tim. Good to be with you today on your show. And by the way, congrats on a big score. Was that a record, by the way?
No record, just a good score.
Okay. All right. Well, fantastic. All right. So, we were in the tower business, or we are in the tower business, and we do a lot of antenna work. And one of the things that always was a problem for us was getting wire antennas up for our clients. So, Bobby, decided let's do our own thing. So, Bobby can take over here, and he could show you a couple of devices, however you want to go with this, Tim.
Yeah. Okay. So with the launcher, we've used a launcher in the past. It always performed well. There was always issues like leaks and other problems. So I minimized the leaks and I changed the design. So this is the DX launcher. It comes with a detachable barrel. You can take the barrel off if I can take it off. Has a detachable reel as well. That makes it kind of special, so we can take it off once you launch the line and put it onto a drill and zip the ball back. We have a couple different versions. There's a bigger one over here in the back. It does like 300 feet, no problem. This one does
300 vertical feet, right?
Yeah. I believe you guys tested it and it said that it went higher, but I mean, I can't say. But yeah. So the metal one does at least 300 feet. Even the plastic one does pretty well. It can do 200 feet in good conditions, and the ball is weighted with sand, so it has better trajectory, and it's perfectly balanced and weighted so you can get its max height.
So, Bobby, what happens when the tennis ball, even though it's got the sand in it,
right?
What happens when it gets stuck in the tree?
So I usually use the pull method, the pull and let go method. So I basically jiggle it, kind of give it some weight, and let it come down. That usually fixes most of the problems when it gets stuck in a tree. Sometimes, I mean, it happens. It goes over the tree, maybe does a wrap around a limb. When it hits the branch, that's kind of inevitable. You're gonna have to kind of pull it tight. I usually try and get as tight as I can, and then the line will break, and then maybe over time it'll fall out of the tree. I mean, right. In our backyard, there's at least a couple of lines that are stuck. Just from testing.
So what about spare tennis balls?
Yeah, so it comes with 3 tennis balls, so that's not a problem. You can always buy more. I think we were selling them for $20 for 3. So, I mean, there's always a problem I mean, realistically, you could make your own. I think the ones I make are good quality. I take the time, and they came out really good. I also labeled them. I believe I had one here. Somewhere.
Yeah, right here, Bobby.
No, this one doesn't have one. I don't think. But I labeled each ball with the right. DX launcher label, so it's I made the ball. It's not a knockoff.
and so, Bobby, let's talk about the strength of the line.
Yeah, sure.
How strong is that line?
Yeah, so it's 30 pounds test fishing line. Okay. It's very strong. I mean, I've tried an incident where a ball gets stuck in a tree. You got to pull as tight as you can. I've had instances where I pulled it so tight it cut right into my hand. So it's pretty strong. I mean, you can pull that as strong as you want, and sometimes it'll break, sometimes it won't. Yeah, it's really strong line. That's why, and it's braided too. So right. A normal fishing line, it's like a plastic nylon. I don't know exactly what they use, but if you were to launch that ball, it would tangle up. And I tested all fishing lines, and that one was the worst. And I went to the braided one, and you can launch that all day, and it doesn't tangle, and it's really strong.
So let's talk about once you get the ball over the tree, and you're going to pull back a rope.
Right.
So you're depending upon that 30-pound line, and the rope. What kind of rope do you recommend that is pulled back?
Yeah, we use a mass strand
rope. Yeah, mass strand.
The thin, I mean, the thin stuff. I mean, that stuff is so strong. I mean,
right.
You could use the thinnest you have. You could go thicker. Not really necessary. And actually, it might be worse because that it's heavy, and now it's pushing on limbs up there, and so
yeah. You can do it in a couple stages, Tim. You can do the really thin mass strand, and if you don't want that as your regular rope, you can add the bigger mass strand to it afterwards.
Right.
You can use whatever rope you want as the pull rope to get it back up over the tree. But we recommend using the mass strand rope because that seems to be the strongest. We actually guide booms with that stuff.
Yeah, and so you can. So once you get the line over the tree and you want to pull back the rope, what I typically do is I set up a like a caddy with spool caddy, and what I'll do is I'll tie the line. The fishing line is a little thin, so what I'll do is I'll loop it, then get a really strong knot. It pull on it really strong, and I'll take electrical tape and wrap the knot, so it makes a nice smooth connection. So when it comes to the branches, it's not getting hung up on the knot. It's kind of gliding over top. It seems to work really well. We've always that's how we do it. I mean, and we've had success doing that over the years.
So we're on today with Bobby and Ray. Ray is W2RE. You may have worked him on the air. You certainly know about the towers that he puts up and all the antennas. And they've got this product that Bobby came up with, the DX launcher, and we're selling this now at DX Engineering. So if you have questions, these are the guys. And Bobby, why don't you show it and go through the components there, for everybody, and talk about the improvements you made.
Right. So it's a 14-inch barrel from bottom to top. The improvements I've made on the barrel is that it's detachable. So that makes it very portable. You can attach and detach to the valve. It's a 1-inch thread. And so making it able to break down, we can throw into a duffel bag, which we supply. I don't know if I grabbed a duffel bag, but you can see a DX Engineering toolkit over there. I mean, that could be a very possible tool bag we could store these in. It's big enough. Improvements on the tank. So on the tanks that we used in the past, they used multiple components on the tank, which was like it's a standard bike valve, or a tire valve, whatever, a Schrader valve, and the tank had the valve, the gauge. I think he had CO2 on it, and that was it. But from all those components, they leaked like crazy because you had 3 of them, and these things get banged up. And so I tried minimizing as much holes I could possibly put in the tank, and I think I'm going to improve on that later on in other versions. But for right now, I have this valve in the thickest part of this tank. It goes through every layer. It's have the 3-inch here, and then it goes to a cap, which so it threads in pretty deep. It's pretty strong. I use a good sealant. Improvements already I've made actually from the units I've been selling. We're using a shrink wrap now instead of painting them, so it gives a little bit extra protection against the elements, and it's a lot easier to do than painting, which I like.
So Bobby, tell us about how you put air in the tank. How do you get it ready to shoot? Right.
So you attach a pump. I recommend a pump with a gauge. It can your max PSI is 80 pounds. Typically 40 to 60 pounds will get you right over a tree, no problem. Especially the trees around us, it's like 70 feet. So 40 to 60 pounds, you got to gauge it, testing and kind of eyeing the tree out. But it's So we fill it with air. Once we fill it with air, we add the barrel on. Once the barrel is on, you want to insert your ball first, all the way in. Add your air, whatever psi you desire, and once the air is in here and the ball is in the chamber attached to your fishing line, you send it right over to you, launch it, no problem.
Why don't you show them how the fishing line attaches to the barrel, Bobby?
Yeah. So basically, what happens is you have this drill attachment, and so reel attaches here, lock, and it locks into place. And once it's attached, you take the ball. It comes with a ramrod. I don't have one on me.
You just ram it down in
And
there.
you ram it down into there. It's a nice snug fit, which makes it very efficient when it exits the barrel. It's using its full pressure, so you get a nice launch height. Once you get the ball over the tree and you want to reel your line back, you take this off, and you take your drill. It has a drill attachment I made. It uses a chuck at the end, so you can attach it to a impact. You can use a drill, whatever you desire. Once that's there, you take this, you slot it in, lock it into place, and drill your line back.
Nice.
You could do it manually by hand.
Yeah,
as well.
you by hand. I'm
Right.
working on ideas for the one-shot slingshot. I'm working on ideas so we can reel it back without the drill. You could use both, but I want to see if I can make it so the slingshot's a one-pack deal. Like you can have it on your arm, and once you want to line it back, just ride it back.
Right. Now, you guys had this at the Northeast Expo up near Boston a few weeks
Right.
ago. And tell me about the reaction of the customers that came out and got the DX launcher.
Well, I had the big boy on the table. That was drawing heads. It was turning heads left and right. They're like, "What are you trying to send the ball over the moon? The Empire State Building, a redwood tree." I mean, if we want to get on a redwood tree, hey, that's the launcher to use for sure. It was very positive. Everybody was very positive. Just a lot of questions, a little bit of tire kickers, but that's fine. We ended up selling out on the plastic ones. We had a couple of metal ones left over. I think it just came down to how many people there. It was a slow ham fest. It seemed like it wasn't crazy as I heard from other years. So Saturday we did really well, and everybody was positive.
This is front and center now at DX Engineering. You just click on the What's New tab on dxengineering.com, and it's right there. The DX launcher is right in front of you.
I saw it.
You click on it. Ray and Bobby drove down to DX Engineering last week and personally got this stuff ready to be put on the shelf. We put it on the shelf. It's on the website. The DX launcher. I just think, especially for parks on the air guys.
Oh, absolutely.
For home stations, for so many people, wire antennas are everything. And Bobby, you've got a killer product here.
Thank you. I mean, I've been doing it since I was 16. I'm 31 now. So I feel like I have the experience and, what works and doesn't work. And with the 3D printing, it's incredible what you can do now. And so with these improvements with 3D printing, and it makes it just a very premium product, I think.
Oh, it is just super. Let's go into the chat room real quick.
Sure.
And see who we got here today. I want to make sure if there are any questions. We've got Jacob, Alpha India 5 X-Ray Radio. We're always looking for call signs. And X-Ray Echo 2 Zulu Zulu from Mexico. And let's see here. Alpha India 5 X-Ray Radio. Ray and his crew are my inspiration for putting up my tower. Brady is on from Pittsburgh. It's Whiskey 3 Bravo Radio Lima. And also Endo from Japan. Kilo 3 Fox Oscar Charlie. And Jason, I really could use this to get my end fed up high without killing myself.
Oh, there you go.
And we have a question here. Are they handmade or are they being made by a third party? I mean, go ahead and answer that, Bobby.
It made by me, made in America. Put my sweat and tears into it. So
All handmade.
all
When can we expect the Slingshot, Bobby?
Yeah, so I'm working on just product photos and all that stuff. I think this is the final design. I'm hoping the final design. Yeah, so basically with the Slingshot, it would be a cheaper version of basically the DX launcher. It'd be a launcher type item. So basically it's using the DX launcher sleeve. I just modified it, added a handle to it. Inside it's a grooved inside here, so you can insert these bags. They're rubber bags. I made a custom ring for the bags to slip over to. So basically, it's a grooved ring. The bags slip over the ring. You insert it into the face of the Slingshot. You take your DX reel if you have one, if it comes with one. You push it down, lock it into place, and then you have
I'll show them how you shoot it.
So then basically you have your arm sling, insert at the bottom, then pull back.
Nice.
There you go. And it takes a 1 ounce weight. It's perfectly weighted. I actually have more fun shooting that thing than the launcher.
So Bobby, how high can we get in the tree with that?
Yeah, I'm thinking 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay.
Our tree that I've been testing in, because it's the closest one to my shop, I can just kind of walk outside and shoot over. Is like about 75 feet. I went up with the drone, measured the height of that tree, so it's 75 feet. It looks like it clears that tree by 25 feet, no problem.
Nice.
It's a very clean shot. It's very precise. I like it. I enjoy using it. It was a design that was kind of thought of and one shot at it, and that's why you're calling it the one shot.
So when do you think we're going to have that on the shelf?
So I am making them now. I'm just getting supplies together. I'm in the process of printing as we speak.
Yeah, so you got these printers behind us.
Probably
you can see that in the screen.
I would say next week or two. I would imagine
Right.
I would have products made and ready to sell. So
Excellent. Well,
work on packaging and stuff, but
we'll look forward to that. I want to recognize Jason is on Kilo Queen 4 Uniform Echo India. And then also the Slingshot certainly looks safer than the traditional units. Well done, Bobby.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, we could go on and on, but this is great stuff. I wanted to, give the formal introduction, the DX launcher on the shelf, ready for sale. If you order it by 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight, it's going to ship. That's the deal at DX Engineering.
Free shipping too, right?
Yeah, free shipping on the DX launcher. So this is, it's on the shelf. It's ready to go. And we want to make sure that everybody that is into wire antennas, and there's lots of you out there, maybe you have some friends that are into wire antennas, the DX launcher is the way to go. Bobby, Ray, thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
Our pleasure teaming up with DX Engineering.
Yeah,
I got a great facility there. It's amazing.
Glad to have you guys in the family. Thanks to all of you for watching today. Hope you had fun. Go get the DX launcher at DX Engineering. Until next time, 73.
Thank you.